Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I'm so delighted that you're here with me today. And of course, I'm going to bring you a twin flame check in video. Whew, the energy has been interesting. Lots of love, lots of passion. And then we've kind of had, for some divine masculines, there's been a little mini freak out going on. Or is it for divine feminine? That's what I want to talk to you about today. But before I do, I want to tell you that one of my favorite viewers, called On the Journey, has decided to donate a half an hour reading so that one of you twin flames can have a personal reading with me. And all you need to do to enter is write your name and why you would like a reading down in the description box below. And then I'm going to choose someone for the donation reading. And of course, if you'd like to donate a reading to someone else other than yourself, or even buy a reading for yourself, you can contact me at tarotforyou444@gmail.com. All my details are in the description box below. Thank you, On the Journey. It's a very beautiful gesture, and of course she has done so much work with me, and has done both of the courses and is having fantastic breakthroughs on her own journey. So I invite you to, if you haven't already done my courses, I invite you to, for Christmas time, spoil yourself. And of course, you can pay them off in modules. You can also contact me regarding all of my other services below as well. Now, I'm getting confused because the Divine Masculine, I'm shuffling his deck, and there's confusion energy, so that's why I'm trying to shuffle and tap into him as I'm talking to you, and it's not working very much. And Donkey thinks it's hilarious. Ready? He's here, and he also thinks it's very hilarious. Tell me what else is hilarious. Ready? Tell me. That's really mean. He also thinks it's hilarious that Harry is still shopping because he doesn't know what to get for Charlotte. He's been really gone for like about a week now, I think it is. Is it a week? 8 days. Wow, that's a long time. Okay, so I'm going to tap into the divine feminine energy first. I kind of already know what I'm going to say to you, but the cards, of course, I love to use them for entertainment purposes only. Here we go. Exactly. Okay. Divine feminine. I might have to smack you gently. Just gently, not hard, just gently. Just to give you a little reminder. You're feeling kind of a little bit small. Not all of you, but some of you are. Okay. So what happened in the recent readings is that Divine Feminine was really taking care of herself a lot. She was giving herself self-love. She was taking breaks when necessary, as much as possible, considering it's Christmas time. And then she kind of came into this 3D space in the recent past. Maybe some things getting her down. Maybe she's even closing off her heart chakra a little bit again, but feeling for the most part very vulnerable. This is Divine Feminine, feeling very vulnerable and childlike, even thinking to herself, maybe I'm not offering enough. Maybe if Divine Masculine does come in, I haven't got enough to give. So she's second guessing the journey. Wow, she is second guessing the journey. What I find really interesting here is that we have in the recent past Divine Masculine coming in with passion, and it kind of freaking out the divine feminine. So she's kind of like, oh gosh, you know, not only is he being passionate, but he's being so passionate that maybe I haven't got all the goods that he needs. You know, maybe I haven't got the capacity to love him like I should. Maybe he'd be better off if I did something else. And there's all this kind of regret energy here. Maybe I should just let him go on his own path. You know, maybe I should forget about the twin flame journey. And it's just like a hiccup, you know. It's this hiccup that's gone on. So what's happened now is that divine masculine, for many twin flames, and not all of you, of course, okay, this doesn't resonate for everyone, but for the who I'm channeling today, there's this energy of divine masculine going, well, I'll just be at work, I'll just go to work and work on myself. I'm kind of not feeling like I should get in contact with my twin flame right now. For some of them where they live, it's winter time as well. And they're also feeling lonely. They're not feeling as connected to their family as they normally might be this year. But they're also, because of what the divine feminine is doing in her conscious mind, it's blocking them from coming in. So be aware of that divine feminine, you know, during the times of the year when it's not flat out busy and not Christmas time, you know, we can go, oh yeah, I'm going to meditate. Oh yeah, I'm going to have a bubble bath. Oh yeah, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm really going to, you know, be that wonderful, peaceful, calm, loving, divine feminine that I can be. And then everyone around us can go kind of batshit crazy, right? Like Harry going shopping for 7 days. And everything kind of goes, it's like tipping the, what's that saying? Tipping the bathwater out or something, despite the bath, or, I don't know. Someone's going to know this saying. Tipping the baby out with the bathwater maybe, or something like that. It's like, you know, you're just kind of letting it all go for now because you think, well, it's Christmas time and I haven't got time to meditate. I want to rush with my words. I haven't possibly got the time to meditate. I couldn't possibly do this and that, and blah, 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 and off you go with your mind. Your mind. When your mind takes over, your heart chakra closes off. Then you feel overwhelmed and you'll get all these physical sensations in your body and you'll feel weird. You'll feel dizzy. You'll feel headaches. You'll feel nauseous. You'll feel like you've got PMT when you don't, you know what I mean? So overthinking's going on for divine feminine right now. So then she loses the connection to the journey, to herself. She's losing the connection with herself and thinking maybe these rainbows are not coming. You see that? The shift of the mind with this negative story saying, I don't think this is going to work. Maybe I'm too fat. Maybe I'm too thin. Maybe I'm not beautiful enough. Maybe I'm not lovely enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not worthy enough. Maybe if he has a lifetime with me, we'll be destitute. You know, it's like all these crazy thoughts going on in her mind, going on in her mind, going on in her mind. And I've even got these very intellectual glasses on today, right? But I want to change them. I'm going to change them. Now we're cool, all right? You know how cool I am in my sunglasses, right? That spreads on to all of the divine feminine. You can feel the energy now, can't you? Ready? It's coming to you now. Stay tuned, divine feminine, because now, because of how you're feeling, this may not work. Maybe I'm not worthy. This la 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 overthinkingness, we're going to change it in a minute. because this is translating to your divine masculine right now, and he's kind of going, well, I don't feel as energetic as normal. Maybe I'm a little bit bored. Maybe I'm a little bit depressed. Ouch. And then he sees the tipping point of the love. He just sees it again and goes, oh, hang on, I'm in love, aren't I? That's kind of what he wants to say. Hang on, I'm in love, aren't I? And of course, being the subconscious part of the twin flame journey, it really matters what divine feminine does. So as divine feminine puts on her happy sunglasses, comes back to that peacefulness, that angelic nature of peace and calm and loving devotion to herself and to her creator. Notice we have the church here twice. This is for both divine feminine and divine masculine today. Connect in with your creator. That's where you get your strength from. That's where you get your energy from. And as divine feminine comes back into this passion for herself, right, the injustice of overthinking is going to minimize again, because then we have the sun. Then we have the sun here. You know, it's kind of like divine feminine. What do you choose? You know, that old question, the money or the box? Let's change it to the happiness or the depression. You know, what would you prefer? Because it is a choice. I know it doesn't seem like it is, but it really is. Okay, it just takes some time to learn how to live in the present moment. You know, to understand that your health is the most important thing. Your mental health, your psychological health, your spiritual health, and your emotional health are the most important things, because without those, you know, nothing's worth anything. You know what I mean? So on the bottom of the deck for the divine masculine, we have this interesting energy. I could be a fool for love, or I could run away again and hermit myself, because I feel like there's this kind of weird energy here coming from he doesn't think it's coming from the twin flame, but he just feels like there's some weird energy. It's like, oh, I feel a little bit off balance. Maybe I'll stay away for a bit so that I'm not causing divine feminine any harm, you know? So that's what he'll do. You know, it's kind of like divine feminine poses the question and divine masculine answers it. So depending on what she's doing, the answer of the divine masculine is going to be different. So then in his action space, he says, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. It's kind of a maybe. It's not a yes. Until divine feminine puts on her sunglasses. Notice I've got the sun here and I've got sunglasses on. That's an interesting synchronicity. You know, when she's ready to put her sunnies back on and have a happy time, I was going to say a gay old time, meaning happy time, when she decides to be happy again, right, he's going to stop showing himself as this defensive kind of, you know, it's like he needs to transform more now, because the divine feminine's taking her energy away from him again. Because as she neglects herself, she neglects her twin flame. Really interesting. So he doesn't feel it like that. He doesn't feel like he's being neglected. But as she neglects herself in some kind of way, maybe because it's Christmas and there's this rushy energy, I feel as soon as I go over to her, I feel like I'm going, you know, she's baking, she's wrapping gifts, she's, you know, perhaps she's running around for other people and she's doing everything for everyone else but herself. And so the heart chakra closes off and she doesn't even realize it until it's too late. And then divine masculine, you know, who could have been messaging more often or sending telepathic communication, just doesn't do it anymore. And he's kind of like, well, I don't know why. I don't know why I don't want to. I think I just need more time to transform myself in some kind of way. And so then he has this doubt in his mind as well. He's like, oh, I'm going through too much right now. I couldn't possibly come in. I've got all these errands to run for people too. And so the mirroring happens. She's like, but I have to do all this stuff for all these other people. And then it translates into him going, yeah, I have to also do all this stuff for all these other people. And then it's a mess. And they've both literally got mirroring cards going on. They've both got this, I don't know if I want to say it's yucky. I think it feels yucky. It's this perhaps sleepless nights, worry kind of energy going on. This, you know, even though they're running around for everyone or, you know, working a lot, they don't feel connected to anything until Divine Feminine says, you know what, I'm going to put on my sunnies. I'm going to start taking care of myself again. I'm going to hop in the bath. I'm going to take time to eat and nurture myself in the right ways. And then his maybe can become a yes again. Okay. So Christmas time is when people go kind of batshit crazy. Am I allowed to say that? I'm going to say it. They go batshit crazy at Christmas time. You know, and it's one day. It's just for one day. People kind of go a bit crazy, kind of preparing for it. Not everyone does, of course. Depends what culture you are and what country you live in. But in Australia, you know, all the shops get busier here. People buying gifts for people. People getting, you know, loads and loads of food. And I invite you now too to think about the people who don't have enough at Christmas time. If you feel guided to donate to my channel, I support charities, you know, that help people in need, in particular the poor and in particular orphans. So if you feel guided to send a donation of any amount, please see my PayPal description link in the description. Every time I touch the Divine Masculine cards, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to say. He's confused. It's like 1 minute he was madly in love with Divine Feminine, and now he's all confused again because Divine Feminine is, of course, taking her eye off of the prize, and the prize is her. Alright, so let's put some wishes in here before I go. I want you to connect in with yourself, connect in with your Creator, and know that you are loved very much. And if you don't think you're loved, I'm telling you today that you are, and that you are very special. I also would invite you to do some deep belly breathing if you're feeling stressed. And you can also contact me, you know, if you are having a hard time. I love to help people where I can. I'll usually suggest that you do my courses, but I also do counseling for trauma and addiction if you need, you know, spiritual counseling in that kind of way. Did you get your wishes in? Ready? 3, 2, 1, and it's sealed. Now, you can rewind the video if you didn't get them all in and put them in again. But I want you to remember, just last thing before I go, I want you to remember that On the Journey has dedicated a reading to someone, a half-an-hour reading. So put your name in the description box if you want to win that. I'll be drawing that very soon, probably within 24 hours from now. So do that so I can get a free reading out to someone who really needs it. And tell me in the description why you believe that you need the reading. And don't forget donations if you can do that at Christmas time. That's a really great thing. And if you need any of my other services, they're in the description box and I'm available over Christmas at this time, because many people need healing and many people need a lot of love at this time, because there are some people who are lonely during this time. I personally lost both my mother and my father, and my grandmother, so I don't get to see any of those people, you know, during the Christmas period. So I know how lonely it can be, you know, when you miss people especially. And for some twin flames, you know, their twin flames are over the other side of the world, and so that can be really devastating too, especially knowing that, you know, things are shut down at the moment and you can't be together. Okay, so I hope you have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. I love you all so very much, and if you need me, I invite you to contact me. I don't mind at all. I love talking to all of you. Here are the lucky trees as well, to bring all your Christmas wishes together. This is the abundance tree, and this is the communication tree. Okay, so I am sending you love and light and peace from Australia, and I hope you have the light's different now. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Mwah. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Bye.